Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today, we're going to be going over a farm for a super important material when it comes to the researching of the crystallization catalyst, the advanced neural circuit. More specifically, we're going to be going over a mission that gets you right around 1300 to 1500 blue brains per hour, which is kind of ridiculous. I think it may just break the game. Let me know what you think, but we'll be going over how to efficiently do the mission and what builds to use, so definitely stay tuned. And then before we get into it, remember to like the video. If it helped you in any way, comment any feedback you have for me in the comments below. It's massively appreciated, guys. It goes a very long way. And subscribe if you feel that I've earned it. If not, next time I will. So definitely keep posted to the channel, and I will try to get your subscribe. Lastly, guys, I am live on Twitch every single day. Come say hello, ask questions. It's been an extremely good time hanging out with you guys, chatting with you guys, and I appreciate everybody who stops by. The Twitch link is in the description below. I also want to quickly shout out Crusader Mate on YouTube and my Discord for helping me find this farm. Crusader Mate's video on YouTube, I think, is what set us onto the trail, so I appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it now. So don't forget about the timestamps and the video chapters. And let's go. So first things first, we're going to show you which mission I am talking about, where specifically it's located. As you can see on screen now, the mission will be located in the White Knight Gulch, specifically in the shipment base of the zone in the northwest. And the mission is called the Fortress Courtyard, also in the northwest of the shipment base zone itself. This specific mission has an elite spawn as soon as you start the mission up. He has a set spawn every single time. And this is going to be our guy who is dropping our blue brains, our advanced neural circuits for us that we are going to use for the crystallization catalyst researching. Okay. I want to go over the most efficient way to farm this guy, starting with the fact simply, guys, that you absolutely do not need two people to do this. However, I'm going to be starting with the 2-person farm. It makes it a good chunk more efficient, but you can absolutely be extremely efficient with 1 person. It's just with the 2-person farm, you can turn off your brain completely compared to with the 1-person farm. We're going to be going over it, but it takes a little bit more, obviously, out of you. I mean, and it's still easy, but it takes just a little bit more brain power. And then so I'm going to be covering the solo farm first, and then, or sorry, the 2-person farm first, and then I'll cover the solo farm second, guys. So starting off with the 2-person farm. Now, it's pretty simple, but I'm going to add some additional efficiencies that will help you get some more of these brains a little bit quicker. So first things first, we're going to have the mission starter. So of the 2 people, you have the mission starter and the elite slayer. We're going to start with the mission starter, either you or your friend. Literally simple as just sitting here, the mission starts. You're going to position the second player at the elite slayer at the location of the elite spawn. It's about 50 meters away from the mission start. And the basic rotation is going to be as follows. So the starter starts the mission, and then shortly after, the elite will spawn. The elite killer kills the elite as fast as you possibly can. And then the trick after that, and this is important, guys, is going to be as soon as you know the elite is dead, as soon as both people know, he has dropped his materials, obviously, you guys are both going to want to abort the mission as fast as possible. So it could be as simple as you guys are in comms together, you guys just say good to go, or if you aren't in comms, if you're the mission starter, you could see the timer at the top of the screen. As soon as that timer disappears, you're good to abort the mission from the pause. You're good to abort the mission from the pause menu. Now, if you're the elite killer, obviously you're good to abort the mission as soon as you've confirmed that the elite is dead. It's not much simpler than that. And then as soon as both people have aborted the mission, you're basically waiting for the mission starter to restart the mission back up. Now, there is a little bit of a tip I can give. As soon as you see, instead of the join button, if you're the mission starter, if you've aborted the mission before your teammate, as soon as you see the start mission, that's when you can start it. If you see the join mission, then definitely do not hit it. Your teammate has not aborted it yet, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as the builds for the 2-man farm, honestly, it doesn't matter even in the slightest, guys. If you need a Descendant leveled up or a gun specifically, you could just equip those guys and go to town for a little while. Obviously, you're not going to get a whole lot of XP because you're killing 1 elite over and over and over. But by the end of the farm, you'll probably have a good chunk of levels if you do this for a couple hours or an hour, you know. So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, kind of like the best thing to do in this game. Now, I do want to go into detail on how to solo this farm. This is going to be a bit more, not in depth, but a bit more I would say, involved. So it's still fairly simple. Let's get into it. So the first things first, you're going to want to pick a certain descendant. That descendant is Sharon. Now the reason for this is because of Sharon's active camouflage. What we're basically going to do here is start the mission, followed by immediately going stealth. None of the spawn mobs will be able to hit you when you're stealth, and as soon as you see the elite spawn, you'll want to deactivate your stealth to get the ambush buff, which you can do by shooting or just pressing the button again. It nets you a 100% increased damage buff, and you're looking for any good sniper with some decent mods. Guys, I literally do not have a single good sniper, so in the background footage it's not going to go super swell, but you can kind of see what I'm trying to do. As long as you can one tap the elite's weak point, you can make this farm extremely efficient. The only downside obviously is the ammo on your sniper is not infinite. So a very important part, and again this is extremely important, a very important part of the solo farm, guys, is what you're going to want to do when you run out of ammo. Start the mission up, make sure you're actively in the mission, let any mobs kill you ASAP, and then abandon that death so that you respawn. And when you respawn, you're going to respawn back at the mission start, and that should net you another clip or a clip and a half of heavy ammo, and you can just abort the mission right there and start it again to get the elite to start back up. This is very, very important if you guys want to solo this farm, just due to the fact that you pretty much will always be out of sniper ammo if you don't do this. I mean, it's simple, right? I also quickly want to go over all of the Sharon mods that I use in order to get her active camouflage down to a 3 to 5 second cooldown. That way we can just kind of quickly go back and forth from killing the elites. So let's go over that real quick. So firstly, we're using MP conversion, nimble fingers, and multi-talented to get all of our cooldown necessary to basically permanently go invisible back and forth from the mission start to up the stairs here. And you'll say, you know, multi-talented, why multi-talented? Well, whenever we use that ability, we're getting a cooldown reduction, increased cooldown reduction. So that's why, if you guys read that on there. Now, followed by the next couple mods we're going to be doing. I use Focus on Fusion. I don't even upgrade it. I just do it for the little bit of additional cooldown reduction because it's super cheap. And I don't use any other spots for Sharon. And then a very important mod to use is going to be any HP mod, guys. You will want to use any HP mod just because sometimes if you're getting out of stealth and killing the elite, if you're not tanky enough, the normal mobs there can kind of wreck you. At least for my Sharon, she's pretty weak, so I died a few times from this, absolutely. So however, you know, just end up getting your ammo back when you die and you abandon. So it's kind of like a quick way to do that, I guess, if you're not using any HP. But one key thing is definitely that HP mod. So definitely use an HP mod to be a bit more tankier. And then another tip I have, guys, and this is kind of something that made me rage a couple times. It might upset you guys. So if you die while you're outside the mission, as in, you know, you're not currently actively partaking in the mission, you will be teleported all the way to the fast travel spot up north. So make sure to never abort the mission before you die to reset your ammo. That is also a very imperative tip that I have for you guys. Never do that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Other than that, that's been the video. I hope you guys never have to farm for blue brains again after sitting here for a couple hours. But yeah, I massively appreciate if you stayed this far in the video. It is a rarity, so shout out to you. Massively appreciate you. I hope all you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you guys are enjoying the grind, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.